Hi everyone, I'm Computer Master NST, and today we will be looking at how to create a network using two routers. Okay? And we will be learning about how to use the RIP protocol for routing packets, etc. Okay? So let's go to our custom made devices. Oh, I'm using Cisco Packet Tracer 5.3.2 for this as well. If you don't have it, then you can just watch and learn, unless you can download it. Okay, so we'll select our custom made devices. Select any router, any one will do, as long as it has a serial port and a Ethernet port. Let's get our switches. And our computers. Well, PCs even. Okay, let's get them all connected. So, that's Ethernet to there. And here's a hint for you. When you connect a Ethernet to a switch, make sure the routers always go either for the first or the last ports, because that way it can help you organize your network much better and efficiently. How do you say it? Efficiently. Okay. Okay. Now that we've got our network all hooked up, we now need to configure these two routers, and we need to configure these computers. So let's configure the computers first, so we don't have to go back to them later on. So let's go to desktop, IP configuration 192.168.1.2, 192.168.1.1. Remember this IP, as this will be your default gateway on the router. So close that, close that. And do the same here. 192.168.3.2, 192.168.3.1. Okay. Now that we've got our computers rigged up, we will still not be able to ping each other because we still have a lot of red. So let's start off configuring our first router, which is router 0. Head over to CLI, and let's get configuring. So now, enter, enable, configure terminal, int fa0/0. In other words, that's interface fa0/0. Assign an IP address to it. This will be your default gateway. So that was 192.168.1.1, and now submit message to 255.255.255.0. So I can bring it online. And as you can see, its state has changed to up, meaning that it's now online. And we can confirm that by just looking at the connection here between the router and whatever device. Okay, now let's configure our serial connection. So let's type int f0/0/0, and to find out if this router needs to have the clock rate, we can easily just find out by hovering a mouse over the cable. And as you can see, this port on this router has like a little clock, which states that this router has a DCE end, which means this router needs to handle the clock rate. So let's head back over to our router. Clock rate 64000. Oops. There we go. IP address 192.168.2.1, 255.255.255.0. And now shut. Okay. We've now configured our router, but the state is still down. That's because the serial on this router hasn't been configured and it's not online. The only way for this connection to be green is to configure that port and to bring it online. So let's go and do that now. So minimize that. We need to come back to them later. Head over to CLI. Okay. No. Enable. Configure terminal. Interface 0000. IP address 192.168.2.2. Okay, now this state's changed that up, and we can confirm that here. Okay. Let's configure our default gateway then for the second network. So int fa0/0. Okay, IP address is the default gateway, so that's 3.1, 255.255.255.0. No shot. We can see that is up, and we can confirm that. Okay. Now we've got the basics of the network up and running. We now need to think about routing packets, because if we try and ping PC1 to PC0, ping 192.168.1.2, we can see that it's failed because it does not exist. It's not available. So let's minimize that. We now need to configure our two routers so both networks can be seen by each other. Okay, so let's head over to our router 0 again, and then exit out of this, and then we're gonna do router RIP network 192.168.1.0, and we're gonna do a 2.0 as well. Okay, so now this router can see this network and this network, but still cannot see this network. This router will be exactly the same. So let's configure our router 1 again. Well, router 1. So exit router RIP network 192.168.2.0 and 3.0. Okay. Now these two routers can see each other's networks because we've now created a route for them. So if we go back to our PC1, try and ping again. Wait. And as you can see, we've got a successful ping, which is good. This means that we've configured our routers correctly. So, if we try our other PC, ping 192.168.3.2, we get a nice clean connection. So, what did we learn today? We've learned how to use the RIP protocol, and we have learned how to bring two LANs together to form like a 2-in-1 network. So, oh, and yeah, and then get it working as well. So, that's about it. You've successfully created a 2-in-1 network. Okay, I'm Computer Master 1ST, and good night.